So I was watching the news, and they showed the Labour and Conservatives sitting on the benches in Parliament in the House of Commons, and I noticed that you know, all the Labour people were wearing masks, which was very helpful if you didn't know who the Labour Party were, which some people don't under Keir Starmer. But on the other side, to be fair, none of the Conservatives were wearing masks, so you could see everyone, and they they weren't wearing masks at all. So if you ever wonder which politician is which, you just look for the ones with the masks, and they're Labour. But I was wondering why that was, and I mean, obviously there were, one or two who were wearing masks who were Conservatives, but the majority were not. And I just thought, obviously they're trying to say that COVID is nothing to see here, really. I mean, COVID is just be normal. That's what we are. We're all sitting on the bench normally. Everything's, there's no COVID here, really, I suppose. That was the message I was getting from the government. And it's true. I mean, you go to the supermarkets, the people in the shop don't, half are wearing masks, half aren't. More and more people aren't wearing masks, and there's nothing to see, obviously. But you can't see COVID anyway, but that's something else. And people we've got very high infection rates in this country, but what we're basically being told is there's nothing here. We just got to be normal now and forget COVID. COVID is like, just a bit like Brexit, really. Forget Brexit and now forget COVID, because there's nothing going on. It's yesterday's story. We don't want to talk about COVID, and we don't want to talk about Brexit. I mean, obviously Brexit is behind COVID in the sense that it's even less interesting to talk about, even though that there's all the shortages in shops and you can't get anything from Amazon for Christmas. But that's not the point. The point is just forget about talking about that shit, because we're going to get really pissed off with you. And the same with COVID. I mean, they're not saying we're going to, you can wear a mask if you have to, but look at us, and yes, the infection rates are going up, but that's just so boring. Let's just get over that and just talk about something else that is really, really important. They just haven't figured out what's more important yet. That's what I could tell by watching the news. Cheers.